Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Ellie back at you with another beer review. And today I'm looking at the Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing IPA. It is 6.7% alcohol and 40 IBUs. It was introduced in 2017, and this is Sierra Nevada's take on a New England style IPA. All right. So poured it pretty aggressively. As you can see, there's a lot of head on this one. Four and a half fingers of head. It's pretty hazy, as the name of the beer suggests. I was expecting it maybe to be a little bit more orange, but it is, um, it's a hazy yellow, really. Pretty light. Even though it is hazy, you can see through it. There's no sediment floating around in the glass that I can make out. Not really seeing any carbonation bubbles either, though. An interesting looking beer. All right, so on the aroma, I'm getting some grapefruit, a little dank quality to it as well, but mostly grapefruit. Yeah, citrus forward, particularly grapefruit. That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm not really picking up too much other than that grapefruit on the aroma and that slight dankness. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get into this beer and see if there's a little bit more complexity on the palate. Okay, you're getting the grapefruit. You're getting a lot of musty, like dankness with this one. It's really hard to describe. There's some breadiness in the middle of the sip. 40 IBUs. It's really not as bitter as I thought it was going to be. It's more citrusy and dank, but in a good way. I mean, that might not sound appealing, but the dank qualities that I'm getting are pretty enjoyable. It's almost like a honestly, just I don't even know how to describe this. It's so different from other beers that I've had, and maybe that's because I really haven't had any New England style IPAs, and the hop varieties that they're using in this are just giving it such a unique character that I'm really having a hard time describing because I've really never tasted anything like this before. It's not bad. It's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And the head on there is sticking around very nicely. It's a thick and creamy head. Um, a very interesting and unique beer. It's not overly um, hopped in the sense that it's just super bitter and you're really not picking up on anything else. You're getting the citrus notes, you're getting that dankness to it, you're getting some nice breadiness in the middle of the sip. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a crisp beer because the carbonation is pretty much non-existent as far as the prickliness on the tongue and in the mouth. Um, It finishes semi-dry. It's definitely not a dry finish, but it's not a super wet and dirty type finish for a beer either. It's kind of in the middle um, as far as the finish and the refreshing qualities to it. A crisp, clean, dry finish is about as refreshing as you can get with a beer. This is not really a crisp finish. It's not really a dry finish, but it is an enjoyable finish. It doesn't leave a weird taste in your mouth. It does drop off nicely. It doesn't linger, which is a good quality in a beer because it makes you want to go right back in for another sip. Hmm. Maybe a floral hop note in there as well on the back end. A very interesting product, very enjoyable product. This is actually one of the better IPAs that I've had in a while. It's not overly hopped. This was packaged on June 26th, so it's actually still reasonably fresh. I mean, for an IPA, you don't want to go past 3 months really, because the hops will just start to fade, and you're not going to get the beer that um, the brewer really intended as far as the hop presence on the beer, because that will start to fade. But this one is still under 3 months. Um, I mean, it's good. It's hard to really describe that dank quality that I'm getting, but there's definite citrus notes, grapefruit in particular. There's a little floral hop variety going on as well, but it's not bitter. It's not a very super bittering hop presence like you get with a lot of IPAs. So very well done, Sierra Nevada. One more sip and I'll give you a rating. I've um, blabbered on long enough. Yeah. Uh, Very interesting, unique product from Sierra Nevada. I'll have to start trying some more New England style IPAs to see how this one stacks up. I've heard mixed reviews on this one, but I think this one is in the excellent range for an IPA. I'm going to go 93 out of 100. It's excellent. Um, I don't want to give it too high of a score because I want to try some other New England style IPAs to see how they compare to this one. But this one is very balanced. It's not super bitter. It's got a nice dankness to it. It's got a nice citrusy component as well as a nice floral hop component in there to balance it out. And I would highly recommend that you go out and buy and try the Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing IPA. I think it's a pretty interesting and delightful product. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Until next time, everybody. Cheers.